he makes an idol. Around 3,000 years ago, at the foot of Mount Sinai, Israel waits while their leader is on the mountain. What happens next will break trust and test covenant. In this video you will see the making, the fire, and the fallout. Aaron is appointed as interim leader. He is a priest and Moses' brother, publicly respected yet nervous. The people press him for visible answers when their leader is absent, and his choices will decide many lives. The Israelites are a dispersed people freed from Egypt. They struggle with uncertainty and demand a visible God. Their fear of being leaderless and their desire for immediate ritual will drive the crisis in the camp. Moses goes up Mount Sinai to meet God and receive the law. He is the people's mediator, carrying the weight of covenant. His absence is meant to be a period of revelation, yet it becomes a test of the people's faith. As Moses remains on the mountain, tension grows in the camp. In that moment, the people become restless. Their memories of Egypt and the visible gods they knew press on them, and they ask Aaron for something tangible to worship. In that moment, Aaron feels pressure. The people say, "Make gods for us." He answers slowly, buying time, but he yields. He tells them to collect gold jewelry, rationalizing that ritual will soothe the crowd. His compromise is a moral failure of leadership. As the gold melts, the people shape it into a calf. In that instant, they create a visible image to replace the unseen God. For them, a calf represents strength and provision, but it is a false stand-in for the covenant they were given. In that very moment, a festival erupts. The camp breaks into song and sacrifice before the calf. They call the calf their God who brought them out of Egypt, confusing memory and identity for a visible symbol. While the camp celebrates, Moses is still with God, receiving the tablets. He walks the mountain in cloud and fire, unaware at first of the camp's collapse. His communion is meant to bind the people to a holy law, not replace it with an idol. When news reaches him, Moses descends at once. He hears the music and sees smoke. In that hour his face hardens with grief and fury, because the covenant he carries is being profaned by a people he has led to freedom. As he stands at the camp's edge, Moses sees the calf and the revelry. In that moment, he understands the depth of their betrayal. He throws down the tablets, the stone breaking, a symbol that the covenant has been shattered by their idolatry. When Moses confronts Aaron, he demands answers. Aaron replies with excuses, blaming the people and claiming the gold simply came out of their hands. In that reply, Aaron minimizes his responsibility and reveals moral weakness as a leader. In that instant, Moses seizes the calf, grinds it to powder, scatters it on the water, and makes the people drink it. He then burns the remains and scatters them to teach a brutal lesson about the worthlessness of false gods. As Moses remembers his time on the mountain, God speaks of punishing the people. In that very hour, Moses pleads. He reminds God of promises to the patriarchs and of Israel's fragile reputation. His intercession is a model of bold mediation. When Moses calls for those loyal to the Lord, the Levites rally. In that response, they separate themselves to enforce holiness. This moment shows that restoration sometimes requires painful internal correction to protect covenant identity. In that hour, the Levites execute the sentence. Hundreds fall, and the camp is stunned into silence. The cost of idolatry becomes painfully literal, and the community recognizes that worship without covenant truth destroys itself. As Moses sees the aftermath, he asks for forgiveness, but a plague begins among the people. In that following period, disease marks the cost of collective disobedience, reminding the community that idolatry has spiritual and physical consequences. When Moses prays again, he pleads for mercy and offers himself in place of the guilty. In that plea, he models sacrificial leadership, willing to be blotted out rather than see the people destroyed, though God does not accept that exact offering. Afterwards, Moses returns to the mountain to intercede and to receive the covenant again. In that process, the law is reaffirmed and the people are called back to faithfulness. Restoration is costly but possible when leaders and community repent. In the end, Exodus 32 teaches that visible idols cannot hold the place of covenant. In that truth, God demands exclusive loyalty, and broken leadership has real consequences. If this story moved you, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and tap the bell so you do not miss the next one.